My name is Rachel Iredale. I am an Associate Professor of Public Engagement at the University of South Wales, and I'm the Principal Investigator for Measuring the Mountain. Measuring the Mountain is a citizen-led project that's been funded by Welsh Government. It's been running for the past 4 years. That's looking at the lived experiences of people who have used social care in Wales or people who are carers for others using social care in Wales. And the fundamental premise of it is to really get down into the detail of what matters in social care. There are two really valuable elements to Measuring the Mountain. In terms of the story gathering, I think we have given people the opportunity to really be heard. They've been able to share their stories in a way that they've never been able to do so in the past, and that's really, really important. In terms of the citizens' jury, the hundreds of people that expressed an interest in taking part, we were only able to choose a jury of 15 people, but actually the most valuable thing that I've learned from the jury experience is that any ordinary member of the public with no qualifications, no vested interest, given enough time, opportunity and support, can take part in the policy making process, and that's really important for democracy going forward.
I think the most valuable element of Measuring the Mountain was creating opportunities for people to share their experiences and for them to contribute to policy influencing processes. I think the number of people that contributed to Measuring the Mountain was quite staggering and really reflective of how keen people are to be involved in these processes, to have their voices heard, and for people to learn from their experiences. So I think that was the most valuable thing, I think, just creating those opportunities. I think for a lot of people who shared stories with us, the really important thing was knowing that they were contributing to a research learning process that would bring about, hopefully, positive change within the sector and within the delivery of care and support services.
The reason I applied to be a juror was I felt I had experience and knowledge that I could share with the citizen jury panel. My experience with a social care regulator and a statutory independent NHS watchdog, I felt that experience would be beneficial to the citizen jury. Most importantly, I felt that I had some relevant personal experience as a family member. I had to access services through the local authority and the health board, and that really opened my eyes to how the public and patient and service users were treated, especially those from the Black and Asian ethnic minority communities. My favourite part of the experience was being able to engage with service users and their family members, and to hear their views, and the lived experience was vitally important when we looked at recommendations at the end.
To consider other people's backgrounds was great, and that's only part of it. The massive part of it is being involved in looking at how we can make things better. So I did feel it was a really important job, and I was really glad to be part of that. I felt it was a really special opportunity. So, apart from being part of something really big and important and hearing from people that perhaps their voices haven't been heard before or not nearly enough, I think, I did feel very privileged to hear these stories, and they were coming from raw emotion, some of the witnesses. So yeah, I felt lucky to be sort of chosen for that, and I think it's going to help in my working life, because I've made connections with people perhaps I would never have met before. So yeah, from that perspective, I feel very lucky to have met people like the jurors and the witnesses. So yeah.
In relation to the story gathering phase of Measuring the Mountain, I do hope that people really look through the stories that we've collected, that they reflect on them, and they think about the small but significant changes they can make to their day-to-day practice in social care. That's really important, because what we discovered is that small changes can make a big, big difference to people's lives.